Ironwood Games. This is Andrew. Welcome to today's video. We're going to do a premiere draft of Cons of Tarkir before this goes away at the end of the day here. Excuse me. My throat's a little dry. I just was out for a jog and it's cold out, so my throat got a little dried up, and so I'm a little scratchy. Apologies. Hopefully we won't have much more of that. All right, we've got a draft token, so we're going to jump in here. And we're going to hope to draft well. We've done the one sealed of this. It didn't go great, but I definitely remember more of the format and what we've got in it. So hopefully, depending on what we see, we can kind of pick a lane or find our lane and draft a decent deck here. Oh my goodness, I am sorry, I'm making all sorts of sounds for you guys today, and I apologize. Let's see, we're waiting for, looks like one more person. We did get some feedback on some of our previous videos. The sound was a little bit off, so we've tried to adjust that for it. Alright, so we're seeing Sultai Ascendancy. Really good card, just Surveil 2. Seems pretty good. The High Spire Mantis is also just an amazing uncommon. Abzan Guide is good. There's a lot of good stuff in here. We've always got the lands to go on. I don't know that I've done a lot of Sultai. But at the very least, reordering our draw is good. I want to go with the Ascendancy. It is the rare. High Spire Mantis might just be the right choice because it gives you a little bit more options. I could see trying to get into another archetype and forcing it. With the three lands here, we can always kind of prioritize a little bit of the dual lands as well if we see them in other packs. We didn't see any others in that pack. Watcher of the Roost is decent. It's another color. Teamer Charger, a 2-mana 3/1 is just a little bit better. Cranial Archive might go well with our Sultai Surveil things. And we might try that. Scavenger's good. Like Wind Scout's fine. Embodiment of Spring is good. Excuse me. We're gonna try the Cranial Archive. I'm gonna kind of see if that. I don't know if that's a good card at all in anything here, but we are trying things. So this wants to be in Jeskai. Like Prowess. Incremental Growth is just really good. Seeing that here in pick 3. If we do up in Sultai, we can still play it. We may end up with some Abzan type Outlast creatures and things anyways. The Snowhorn Rider is another option if we wanted to consider another path, but I think the Incremental Growth is just very, very good if we end up anywhere near that. So we see no green at all in this pack. Each colorless creature. This is if we're playing like Morph. I don't know if Briber's Purse is good. Mystic of the Hidden Way is fine. Treasure Cruise is just really good in if we're doing a Sultai. Dutiful Return is fine. Don't know that any of these are worth moving into red. I think the Treasure Cruise is just good. I could see the Whirlwind Adept. I could see any of these also being good. I don't know if that's good if we're not going super Outlast. The Hate Blade's fine. Crippling Chill is pretty good. We're not playing the red. Sultai Banner, though. I'm going to take and try and lean into Sultai a little bit. Yeah, Soothsayer's fine. A lot of the uncommon 3 colors are good. I like Molting Snakeskin is fine. This is fine if you can splash the white. Sagu Archer might just be the better one. We could always like splash Rugged Highlands, but I think here we've got that. The Embodiment of Spring in Sultai I think is a little bit better than the splash lands. Feed the Clan is fine. Bitter Revelation is fine, but I like the Embodiment of Spring for the Sultai deck. I think Whirlwind Adept is the thing. I could also see Sagu Archer, 2/5 morph, but the prowess on this is good. I think the Woolly Loxodon is a good option. I think any of those, we'd like to have like one of each of them. Didn't get anything with the white to splash on that, but we could start. See what we're seeing here. I like this Longshot squad. Yeah, the Glacial Stalker is fine, but I think the squad is a better pick to fill out this deck. Rotting Mastodon is just a really good card to hold up. But I think fixing is just better. I'll take the second Embodiment of Spring. Yeah, I don't see us playing either of these, so we'll take this in case we end up like getting enough to splash red or moving heavy into red. Take the Briber's Purse. Right, and we'll take the Unyielding. Krumar on the splash. Dune Blast is just really good. Now we are looking to splash white. There's a lot of other things here. Sultai Flare is good. Heartpiercer Bow is okay. Like, there's a lot in here, but I do think Dune Blast, even Ponyback Brigade is not bad. I think Dune Blast is just so good. And we could still move a little bit Abzan Splash Blue, or Sultai Splash White. Like some 3s, maybe from 2s, 3s, and 4s on this. Again, we're looking, we would like to splash whites. DC's Pet is probably what I see the best. We could pick Abzan Banner for helping with the splash. I don't want multiple banners. This one's fine. It's not quite as good as the other tap down effect. I think we will take the banner just to get it out of the way. I don't think we need more banners. Ooh, Flooded Strand though does fix a lot of things. We're missing out on another pet, but like, and the Abomination, but taking a mana fixing, oh, and a Polluted Delta. Okay, we're gonna take those. We're gonna have all the colors we need in all 4 of these. We're probably not playing red at all. I don't know if Alter the Brood is good in this deck. Abzan Guide is fine for a 4/4 lifelink, is actually really good. Gurmag Swift Spear is fine. We don't need another one. Summit Prowler is fine, but we're not in red at all. So I think, and Naturalize can be good, but I think the guide is just where we want to be, and we're gonna, yeah, be a little heavy in the top end, and that's fine. Psionic Glaciers is a good 4-drop. The Shambling Attendants, though, I think we take the Psionic Glaciers. Fill that out. Temur Charger is still fine. Kiru Dreadmaw, I think, is better, but let's see. Tusk Colossadon is a 6. We could take this. We don't need much more in terms of fixing. I think we'll take the 2-drop. Although I don't know, it could be this Crocodile, but let's take the 2-drop since it's uncommon and less likely to see something like that again. Here, I think we take a second Treasure Cruise. Nomad Outpost could be fine, but I think we've got plenty of fixing. That Treasure Cruise is going to be really good for us. Here, again, we could take any of these. I think the Mastodon is better than the bow right now. Did I double click? I hope not. We'll have to see. Here we get a Sidisi's Pet, which I think is fine. The War Behemoth is fine. The Venerable Lamassu is fine if we're splashing the white, but I think the Lifelink Pet. Alright, we're at 22 here, so we're getting in pretty close. Abomination is good. We're glad that healed. Alright, so here we're at 23. I'm gonna take a sideboard card. Another sideboard card. We could play the Naturalize. That's definitely a sideboard card. I will bring the Naturalize over. It's something to consider. Mandarin Tower Shell, very good. Probably our pick. This is fine. Abzan Charm, also pretty good with what we've got going on. We've got a lot of options here. Island Walk, the battlefield. Your next turn. It's slow, and it does its thing. I don't remember if this was too slow to be good. And if the Abzan Charm is just better, getting some Outlast is better. Do we need a 5-drop? Honestly, I think taking the 4-drop here and see if that wheels, then it probably wasn't that good. If someone's in green and wants to do it, then good for them. Do we need another Treasure Cruise? Do we need a Scavenger? Do we need Debilitating Injury? Probably Injury is. Just a removal is better. This is fine. It's in sorcery speed, so not as good. Scaldkin is good if we're splashing the red. I don't think we want a 3rd Treasure Cruise. So, yeah, we'll take that. Hidden Tree Warden is pretty decent. Abzan Guide, though, is just a really good card. That 4/4 lifelink. The Woolly Loxodon is also a choice. Frontier Bivouac could be a thing, but again, I think we're fine on kind of fixing. We are now up to 27. We are going to have to make a couple of cuts, which is fine. I'd rather have more than less. Trap Essence. We're not playing the red. I think. Do we have enough 4-drops? Do we take the Snakeskin as another option? Oh, I guess we already had one. Whoops. Okay. I don't know that I want a second. Cranial. Shambling Attendants is probably fine. Savage Punch, though, is removal and is pretty good. I think we'll take that. So we've got choices in what we play as our non-creature stuff. Disowned Ancestor is fine for Outlast. And I think we will take it. Secret Plans isn't that great. We have enough at the top end. I don't know that we need. the Loxodon. Sultai Flare is fine. Awaken the Bear, Highland Game. Hooting Mandrills is also pretty good because it has the trample. Do we want... You gain 4 life. I think this is better. I would definitely pick up a Hooting Mandrills on that. That's, again, another close one that could be anything. Yeah, we'll destroy. That's good. Destroying things is always fun. Tigum Scheming. I don't think we play it, but let's put it in. We're just going to take the uncommon for the slight value on it. Take another Sidisi's Pet, because I think it's better than anything else we had there. A War Behemoth, if we want to go there. Shambling Ascendants. And Zeedraft, sure. Alright. Let's see if we can cut. Looks like we need to cut 10 things. Well, we're going to cut one of these snakeskins. I definitely don't want both of them. Scheming is fine. It does help with, like, treasure cruises, or other delve creatures getting stuff out. I don't know. Let's look at what we've got as far as creatures and other things. 18 creatures, 14. So we can cut a couple of creatures. So let's see. We've got 1 plains to fetch off of the Flooded Strand, which is good. And because we only have the Dune Blast and the 2 Abzan Guides in the white. I don't know if Cranial Archive is good. I don't think it is. I'm going to cut it. We could always bring it back if we need to. It doesn't do anything when it comes in. Otherwise, it's 4 mana to shuffle things back in and draw. We're not playing a ton of instants and sorceries, and so we're trying to delve, which means we're going to exile them anyways, so I don't think they're coming back. Okay. I like everything I've got here in my 5s. The Rite of the Serpent is a question of, is it just too expensive at sorcery speed to destroy something? But what else do we have to destroy things? Debilitating Injury, Savage Punch. Is Naturalize good in this? I don't think it is. I don't think there's enough. Like, there's interesting artifacts and things, and like the banners, there's stuff to kill, but I just don't think there's enough to make it. Savage Punch, Debilitating Injury, and Right. I think we need those for our removal. Okay, let's see. What do we have? Because we might just have to cut some creatures. We gotta cut. I think at least 2 creatures need to get cut here. Is it Unyielding Krumar? A 4 mana 3/3 that we're probably not going to be able to activate. We got to cut something, and I think the 4s are a little heavy, so we'll cut that. Abomination is flying, gives us some loot, and it feeds Delve. Abzan Guide, again, I think is good. Shambling Attendants, I think is good. Whirlwind Adept. We could cut this. It has Hexproof and Prowess, but not Flying. If this had like Hexproof Flying or Flying Prowess, maybe a little bit better. We don't want to cut too much blue because we do need it for some of these things. We could cut Teamer Charger. Yeah, let's cut Teamer Charger. You seem boring. We're trying to get into the top end here, so we want like the embodiments of spring. They help us ramp. The banners can help us ramp until we don't need them, and then we ditch them. So we do want to keep, I think, our top end here. What if we cut Snakeskin? It gets +2/+0 and has regenerate. So that could get through a Dune Blast if we had the mana for it. Like, we could put it on a thing. I don't think it's bad. Disowned Ancestor is, again, it's fine to hold down the ground. Do we just get rid of Scheming? I don't really want to get rid of banners. Sultai Ascendancy. Yeah, because we've got the Ascendancy. We don't need the Scheming. Okay, we're doing good. Do we get rid of one pet? Do we get rid of Scion of Glaciers? Pet as a 1/4 lifelink is slightly better than... Yeah, I think so. Okay. Do we cut something up here? These are all morphs, so you can play them on turn 3. We've got plenty to do there. Treasure Cruise seems good to draw us into things. We could cut a land. And go to 16 lands. 11. But we'd need to still cut 2 more, probably, creatures. Alright, these stay. This is fine. Do we cut another pet? Pet's good in Sultai with the toughness. Nightblade is good. Do we cut a guide? Do we cut Whirlwind Adept? 5. What do these have to do? This is a 5 on flip. This is a 5 on flip. Alright, let's cut Whirlwind Adept. Which is funny because it wants to give us the second planes then over that, but I don't think we want the second planes, so I think we do that. Go to 3 islands because we can fetch the island off the polluted delta if we really need the island. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potential blue sources. The only thing that's early that we need is Embodiment of Spring, which is good and is enough. If we draw the plains, we can fetch it off the Flooded Strand. Most likely the Flooded Strand fetches the plains. But depending on our hand and how desperately we need that, because we have the Abzan to play our plains, we don't need double white ever. Alright, 14, 11. So we do need to cut one more thing. Much as I don't want to, because I think that has potential, I think it doesn't do enough on its own that we need to cut. Terminal Growth is interesting, but like it's slow, but with the Nightblade, it does turn a bunch of things on, and with the Longshot Squad can be really good. A Flyer Hoser, just big things hoser. So let's cut that. Okay. That's going to be the deck. I could see an argument against, or for like cutting Ancestor instead, going down to 13 creatures on it, but Ancestor holds the ground pretty well. If you need to outlast at least one time, makes it a 1/5, plays well with Sultai Flare. I like what we've got. So that'll be the deck. Oh my goodness, I've got so many things going on today. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. We'll be putting up, or check the next videos out when we do our games. All right, thanks for watching. See ya.